Yo, Skull Crashing Finale here. Subscribe up there, like down there, comment down there. I'm always interested in what you got to say. Quickly, I need to say something. If you're interested in participating in the WWE trivia quiz I'm going to be doing, then tell me below, comment below with your Skype name, because that's what I need for you to take part in this quiz. Okay, now on to my road to Summerslam. I'm not going to ramble on because I don't want to go over the 15 minute mark. Okay, so basically next week on Raw, what they should have is WWE Championship #1 contender match between Del Rio, Mysterio, and R-Truth. Del Rio should win. Then Del Rio gets put into the match. Del Rio, Cena, you think that's going to be? Then Cena is begging Vince McMahon to bring CM Punk back, and the fans are quite confused why he would beg for him to come back. And Vince McMahon brings him back, and he brings him back into the match, and then Cena's happy, and the fans are still quite confused what's going on here. Anyway, match comes in. No, the match is coming on, and so it's a triple threat match. And basically what happens is the new Nexus come out, and they're coming towards the ring, and then all of a sudden they come out and they beat up Cena and Del Rio, and then all of a sudden the Rock's theme song comes out, and he comes out and he beats up the new Nexus single-handedly, and he beats up Punk. And because Punk continues to bash the Rock, like he did in the promo on last Raw, then basically what happens is Del Rio just pins Punk after his beatdown from the Rock, and he gets the 1, 2, 3, and he's the WWE champion. Next, Randy Orton versus Christian. This match I think has already been announced, and it changes. Don't have a go at me, just look at the date that I did this. So don't have a go at me if something changes next on the next Smackdown. But this happens. Christian needs to win dirty, and I'll come on to that more when I come on to the SummerSlam match. Okay, Smackdown versus Smackdown Money in the Bank. You have to have 4 heels, 4 faces. I don't know who's in this yet, so I'll have Cody Rhodes, Sheamus if he recovers from the punt in time, so how much time he's wanting to take off. If he doesn't, then have Jinder Mahal. Then the other 2 would be Barrett and Ted DiBiase. Now, yeah, okay. Sin Cara, Daniel Bryan, Ezekiel Jackson, and Kane will be the 4 faces. Now, it looks in the match, what should happen? It looks like Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase are having an alliance, and it looks like that Cody Rhodes is going to win because Ted DiBiase is just helping him out. And all of a sudden, he's on top of the ladder, Cody Rhodes, and he says, Ted DiBiase allows Cody Rhodes to climb the ladder and take the briefcase. And he's climbing up, and he has a change of heart, and he pushes Cody Rhodes off the ladder. Then all of a sudden, everyone's cheering, and then all of a sudden, Barrett comes from behind, and he does the wasteland on Ted DiBiase, climbs up the ladder, Money in the Bank winner. Okay, Next, Raw Money in the Bank. Because Del Rio isn't in, there's a mystery opponent. Basically, it isn't announced until Money in the Bank, and we find out it's John Morrison. R-Truth is climbing up the ladder, and then John Morrison pushes R-Truth off and wins the Money in the Bank. Next, Zack Ryder versus Dolph Ziggler. This is still at Money in the Bank. Zack Ryder, really popular. He's probably the only person that could face Dolph Ziggler. That's a face that isn't in Raw. I know he isn't really face, but they could definitely turn him face. And Dolph Ziggler seems to be supporting Zack Ryder on WWE television, so they could work something there. And he would get some real big heat if he beat Zack Ryder. And they'll be giving the fans what they want. This match has already been announced. I don't really care about it. Kelly versus Brie Bella. Kelly should win because she's hotter. Next, Mark Henry versus Big Show. This one looks pretty obvious. I like the build up to this, but these two are not good wrestlers. Mark Henry should win dirty, and they should continue this feud on to SummerSlam. And that's where I start off. The match that opens the night is Mark Henry versus the Big Show, and this match isn't given much time. Give it 5 minutes maximum, and Big Show beats Mark Henry. Okay. Next match will be Cody Rhodes versus Ted Dibiase, and Ted Dibiase is now face, but Cody Rhodes beats him. Then the next match will be Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan. Now Wade Barrett needs to look strong as the Money in Bank winner, so he needs to win this match clean against Daniel Bryan. This will be a good match at SummerSlam, and they could use last year's SummerSlam with the Nexus versus Team WWE. Daniel Bryan was announced as the the unannounced member of Team WWE, and they could use that in the promo. Next match would be Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. Now, this just seems logical. They would work well together because their strong points and weaknesses are different, and they will coincide well together because Mysterio is strong in the ring, weak on the mic. The Miz is strong on the mic, weak in the ring. They'll work well together. Next match, Christian versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. TLC match, loser leaves SmackDown. When you think of TLC, probably the first person that comes to your mind is Edge, maybe then Undertaker, the Hardy Boys, but Christian is definitely one that will come to your mind first. This would be a great match, and this would end the feud, whoever loses, and Christian should lose and Randy Orton should become the champion. Next match will be R-Truth versus John Morrison for the Money in the Bank contract. Now basically what they use for this is his heel turn in London. R-Truth's heel turn. And if you can remember, he put his WWE title match chance on the line against John Morrison. And he lost, and that turned him heel because he attacked John Morrison after the match. They could use this because it'd be basically the same scenario, and R-Truth pushes him to the limit to put his contract on the line. A bit like Edge and Mr. Kennedy, but this time John Morrison should win. Next match, Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena. Now, this match formed like a fallout of Raw Money in the Bank, because Del Rio like snatched the win by pinning CM Punk. This could be a good match. They're very good on the mic, both of them. No matter what you say, very good charisma. Del Rio's good in the ring. Cena not so much, but I could see this being a good feud and probably a good match. Next match, The Undertaker versus Triple H. Now this has to happen, because if you look at the plan match it card, I know it might change, but it is Triple H versus The Miz, Undertaker versus Chris Jericho. For that to happen, they need to have a match, Undertaker and Triple H. And there's no better time for them to have their rematch than at SummerSlam. So that's going to happen, in my opinion. It'll be a great match. Next match, the main event, and this has to happen. CM Punk versus The Rock. Dear oh dear, this could sell. This could sell a lot. What they do, they're both fantastic on the mic, really good in the ring, great charisma. This is basically because CM Punk cost him the WWE Championship, and this is two scenarios here. This is what I would do personally, and then I'll say what WWE would do if they didn't want to do this. The alternative. Okay, I would turn John Cena heel at this point by doing this. The match is going on and new Nexus come out, just like they did the Money in the Bank. And like the Money in the Bank, but with the John Cena this time, he will come into the match and he will and all the crowd will be thinking, oh, he's going to attack the new Nexus like The Rock did at Money in the Bank. However, he attacks The Rock instead, and he helps CM Punk win, and that makes sense why before he was wanting CM Punk back in the WWE, and it all fits into a puzzle, and that would work. He would turn heel, join the new Nexus, and it would be great. It would be great to see that. Next, what would happen is... the alternative I would give would be, if they didn't want to turn him heel, they could have the new Nexus come out again, but Stone Cold Steve Austin come out and help his good old friend The Rock get rid of the new Nexus, and they win, and then they could have that could build towards a Stone Cold versus CM Punk feuds at WrestleMania. And unlike The Rock, Stone Cold could probably turn up on Raw more often than The Rock can. Also, well, that's the end of that. The SummerSlam. Also, if you're thinking what I'd be thinking about doing next, Christian would go into a feud with a returning face in Chris Jericho. John Cena would defend his WWE Championship against Rey Mysterio, and that's how it would continue. Later on at Survivor Series, Chris Jericho versus John Cena. I'm Skull Crashing Finale. Tell me your points down there, and peace.